Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to channel. Neil here, and today we're checking out ESP 2024 guitars. About a week ago now I got an email from ESP, and it was kind of like if you sign up to their email list, their mailing list, then you get to see things 2 or 3 days earlier than everyone else, sorry. And I got this email. Now the guitars are out there anyway. There's probably other YouTube videos. I did a couple of shorts and some TikTok films showing you the new models, or at least some of the new models. Today I'm going to go through them with you guys and give you my opinion on them. So we're going to start at the beginning. I'm going to work my way through them. The top one here is an 87 series Horizon Custom. It looks really nice, gloss black, like an old classic 87 ESP basically is what it is. Floyd Rose equipped, Seymour Duncan in the bridge, single coil, don't know what it is, in the neck. Not for me because I'm not a single coil fan. The Horizon Custom also comes in like a candy apple red colour, kind of like both. The body with the gloss finish on, I think the Horizon Customs look really nice. You know, the bevels and the shape around there, they do look really attractive. It also comes in pearl white. The pearl white one is probably the one that's most for me. That will really pop on stage. Also, for those of you that do videos like I do, will really pop in your lighting on your YouTube videos or whatever. So yeah, these are all LTDs. They're absolutely fantastic. They look great. The single coil, like I say, is not for me, and also could lose the pickups around. But all in all, a very nice guitar. Don't know where those are made. Fingers crossed it's South Korea. If not, then it will probably, I would assume, be the ESP factory in Indonesia, which is not the Cork factory, by the way. So moving down now, Arrow series we're on here. Arrow 1000 dark brown sunburst satin. The Arrows, I really like the Arrows. They play great, they feel great when you're playing them. For me, that kind of V-shape is not quite as attractive. It's not quite as symmetrical as some other V-shapes. It is cut away up high so you can reach the 24th fret. A lot of Vs aren't, and you can struggle with that. You guys that play Vs that stand up will know exactly what I'm talking about when you try and get to the like 20th, 19th fret, or even the 24th fret. With your pinky, it's pretty hard to reach. So yeah, it also comes in a baritone model. This is an Arrow 1007. It's a 7-string Evertune bridge, black, same guitar, just a bit of a different version for you guys out there. It looks like it's got Fishmans in, I think. So ESP look like they're using more Fishmans, or is it an EMG? I think it's a Fishman. Moving down the EC series, right, there's a couple of new guitars here, and these are the ones that have created a stir. Everyone's talking, I got a lot of messages and comments when I put the shorts up of these guitars, and people were saying, oh, get ready for the Gibson lawsuit type of thing, because we know what Gibson are like. The EC series has 2 new models, EC01FT Black and EC01FT Olympic White. Both look great, to be fair. They're not my kind of EC, you know, the pickguard is mainly what's doing it, but they're still nice guitars. I've got that vintage look about them, and some guys out there will definitely love them. It also comes in vintage burst. Again, it's very vintage. The whole guitar, the EC01 is a very vintage looking guitar to me, and doesn't really appeal to me. There's an EC1000 here that I'm confused about. It looks to me like they've gone back to the good old black and gold, you know, that works. They've kept the white binding rather than go with the gold binding. I prefer that with the white binding on, to be honest. It looks great, very similar to a 256 that I had on the channel earlier, well, should I say last year, 2023. Love that guitar, still waiting to send that back, waiting for some details to get it back to them. But it has 2 what look like Fishman pickups in there, gold hardware, gold pickups, black guitar. It looks great. And yeah, I prefer that if that's like a revamp. I mean, the old ones had EMGs in, I think. So they've gone with Fishman, and they've done away with the gold binding and gone for the white binding. And I prefer that. I think it's nice. You know, that guitar is nice, no doubt about it. And there's also one in black cherry, which is a trans top. Sorry, I've got a terrible cough. Trans top. Both look great. Red guitars are not for me, to be honest. Would have preferred it in like a purple or something, trans purple, something like that. There's also an EC 1007 baritone Evertune bridge, same difference. I've played an EC baritone 7-string before, It was surprisingly good. It sounded awesome, and it felt okay on the strap as well, which I was surprised for an EC, you know, single cut style shape. There's also here another LTD EC201 FT black. I don't know why that's popped up, not, you know, down here and not with the others. It's a 201. It looks pretty good. It will be extremely affordable, and the guys that want a good playing vintage guitar, vintage looking guitar, like I had the 256, and this will be a similar spec, and the 256 is a fantastic guitar. It's the best guitar I've ever played for under the £500 mark. I'm assuming these 201s will be similar. There's two of them, one's in black cherry, one's in black. Very vintage looking, not for me, to be honest. We've got an EC256 here that has been released in candy apple red satin. That's nice. I do like that. And like I say, the EC256s, I do really like them. Nothing wrong with them at all. Once you get them set up right, they play great. There's also one in see-through black cherry sunburst. Same again, it could do with covered pickups. In my opinion, single cuts need pickup covers on to just look right. But yeah, this is my favourite guitar of the year, by the way. And I know it's only a 256, EC256 vintage gold satin. What a gorgeous looking guitar. This thing looks absolutely stunning. I have the black and gold one from last year, and this one tops it. I think it just looks gorgeous. It really does look fantastic. Like, you are going to look awesome on stage with that. Love the vintage gold satin. Love satin finishes anyway. So to put a satin finish on the 256 and make it, it's just perfect for me, this guitar. Very similar to looking to the EC1000 CTM. That for me is guitar of the show, even though it's only a 256. That just shows that I'm not, you know, when I said I love the 256s, it just shows that I wasn't, you know, giving you guys a lot of crap. I absolutely love that guitar. It looks fantastic. Can't stop looking at it. Right, need to move on. Nice to see the EX series. God, my cough. The EX200 in Olympic white. For me, the EX guitars, I'm a bit gutted because I want more of them. It's one of ESP's best guitars. I don't know why there's only a handful of models in a handful of ranges. They're either super pricey at the top, or they come and land in the 200 zone. There's no really, I think there's the black metal one, but that's it. That's the only mid-range priced EX shaped guitar, Explorer shape, whatever you want to call it. I absolutely love them, and I wish ESP would do more of them. I'm a bit disappointed that they only released that one. Does look cool in Olympic white, by the way. The next guitar here, I love these guitars. I don't know if you've ever played one of these H3s before. They look kind of weird with the extra long horn on top, but they really work. When you have them on a strap, they sit up really nice, and when you're sat down playing them, they just feel great. The tone is absolutely fantastic. Really love these guitars. You don't see many of them, or enough of them, in my opinion. They are really great, and I did look at buying one not so long ago. So yeah, that's the LTD HC1000FR that you're looking at right now. It's in metallic silver. It looks stunning. It's got the white binding on, and that just puts the icing on the cake. It looks great. It really does. That would definitely be the second one. I think that's the second best looking guitar that ESP have released this year. Nice to see them not playing it too safe there on that model. Here we have the M 1001 charcoal metallic satin. Looks great. I'm not a bolt-on guy, as you know, but the guitar looks great. Gold hardware satin black, you can't go wrong, you know, especially on the M series. Really like that. It's a shame the black metal series hasn't been upgraded with gold hardware, in my opinion. But again, is that, I can't tell whether that's on these actual pictures. Let me just try and get closer to this thing. I can't tell. That's a Fishman again, so it looks like they're making a big statement here with the Fishmans. It looks like they're ditching EMG a bit here and going for the Fishmans. I do prefer the Fishmans. You just got to take it steady with the gain on your amp. You can't be as lavish as you usually would. Next guitar, LTD M1007 Baritone. Charcoal burst satin. Looks great. Again, the Fishmans are in there. That's a Floyd 1500 by the looks of it. I love that satin. I love that top on there. Don't know if there'll be a normal, you know, I'm not a baritone guy. I don't know if there'll be a normal scale length guitar out in that top. Would be nice to see that top on an EC model with the Floyd on as well. For me, there's a big lack of EC models with Floyds on. You know, there's only 2 of them, I think, at the minute. MH1000 Evertune in charcoal burst, but this one is gloss, not satin. Looks great though. That will be Korean made. You know, it's the LTD Deluxe. It looks fantastic. I do need to get my hands on Evertune Bridge eventually on the channel and just give you my thoughts on it. Next one down, same guitar, charcoal burst, same finish. It's got the reverse headstock on there. It looks fantastic. Fishman Fluence, again, pickups in there. This is the 1000 NT because it's got the hardtail on there. Great recording guitars, by the way, guys. These, if you've ever had one, tuning stability is great, tone is great. They are a really solid, great guitar, are the MH1000 NTs. Most people in studios will also agree with that. Basses here, we're going to miss that bass out. We're down to the signature models now. There's a Gary Holt here, looks like a bolt-on, unfortunately. It's an SV200. That'd be why it's a bolt-on, because it's at the bottom of the price range. Looks great. Typical Gary Holt style, you know, black with the red binding. It looks good. I quite like it. It's a shame that I wonder if there'll be like a 1000 series version of that. Not sure. Next one down here, George Lynch Desert Eagle. It's not for me, this. The headstock's a banana and the LTD logo, I don't like it there that much. You'd have to be a George Lynch fan, I guess, to get this guitar. Single coil in the neck, bolt on, you know, desert camo-ish design. Not for me. So the next guitar is probably out of, shall we say, the mid-price guitars, because I don't actually know the prices, but I'm having to guess. This is a killer guitar for me. This is what the black metal EC guitar should have looked like. The EC 1000 black metal series EC should have been this guitar. It's got a Floyd on, which is great. It's the guy from Creator, it's his guitar. I'm surprised it's not got the Creator logo on the 12th fret like there was a Jackson that had it on, a V back in the day, but it looks fantastic, the guitar. I absolutely love it. Satin black. Can't tell on this thumbnail picture with the light and everything whether there is binding around the edge. I think it might be black binding as well. Looks like a Floyd 1500. Again, are those EMGs? I think those look like EMGs in there, but I can't tell which ones. We'll have to, you guys will probably know now, because by the time you see this video, these will all be released and on the website to click on. This is just an email with the pictures to give you kind of a preview of them. But yeah, it looks great. It's got dot inlays, which I'd have preferred the ESP open book, whatever they're called, inlays. I really like those. They're one of my favourite inlays. So to put dots on, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't look quite right with the big open book inlays. But yeah, love the guitar. It's fantastic. Just about perfect for me, that guitar. Jesus. Oh, God, I've got... This cough's killing me. Right, so yeah, it looks great, that guitar. That's up there. That's joint first with the other EC, in my opinion. Obviously a bit more expensive. If you want to know the model, it's MK-ECFR Black Satin. And it's Petroza's guitar from Creator. Next is a bass. Looks gnarly as hell, actually. Not going to talk about it too much, but it's basically Mike Leon from Soulfly. Better take a screenshot, because I don't know if I've saved that one. So I'll put the screenshot. I just like these, you know what I'm like with the Swamp Ash bodies. And when you can feel all the grain, I absolutely love it. My favourite type of body. It's not used enough in my opinion, but that bass looks sick. Sick as hell. Moving on, we've got a TEDEC here that's got, wow, it's got tuners with white, that's pretty cool, is that? It's got white turners, what do you call them? On the tuning pegs it's got a white grip turner. I'm not sure what the hell that part is called, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. I've never seen that done before. I've seen people do that and replace parts and put coloured parts on there like that, but yeah, it looks really cool. The white pickups in there make the pickups pop. I guess if they weren't white, they'd be too close to the Creator guitar, to a Petroza's guitar. It's not got a Floyd on. It's got a really old school volume pot knob cover, whatever. We could have lost the pickup surrounds, in my opinion. They make this guitar look a bit cheap, which it probably isn't. It's a TEDEC Ted Agula from Death Angel. Not Deaf Angel. People from Yorkshire say deaf instead of death sometimes. Right, next one is a Jesus, man. This is the guy from Rancid. Oxblood Satin. It's a Volsung Oxblood Satin, and it's Lars Frederiksen. Lars Frederiksen from Rancid. Not too up on that band, as you can probably tell by the way I can't say the name, but it looks great. It's a Viper basically, but it looks a bit fatter or something, a bit chubbier. But yeah, it looks alright. I don't mind Vipers when you actually sit down with them. They're not great to look at in my opinion, but when you sit down with them, they play really well. Next one here is a Phoenix. This will please loads of you Phoenix guys out there. So I just want to say something about a Phoenix. I've only ever played one in my entire life, and it felt great. Not my type of shape. It's a bit of a weird shape. You know, it's a bit of a blobby shape. It's not for me. That top looks absolutely great, absolutely stunning. The guys that are fans of the Phoenix will love this LTD Phoenix 1001 in Tobacco Sunburst. No doubt about it, they'll be going out and getting that guitar. It does look stunning. I'm not sure whether that shape's for me or not yet. Would love to get one on the channel to actually find out and spend some proper time with it, stood up, sat down, and just see how it goes. Next one here is the SN series. Kind of SoCalish, I guess. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Well, I can say what I want. I guess it's my channel. SN 1000 Evertune Koa Natural Satin. Yeah, it looks alright. It looks great. Not keen on the headstock. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit funky, a bit weird. Could have just put a pointy ESP headstock on there. They've got a great headstock, so why not use it? The next one is an SN 1007 HT Baritone Fire Blast. That's got the Swampashy grain thing going on, which I really love. Not for me, that guitar, unfortunately. One, it's got a scratch plate pick guard on, and the other one is it's too bloody long. I won't be able to reach it. It'd be taller than me, that guitar. SN1 HT Baritone, another baritone. Too long for me. It looks very vintage. I'm not too keen. If we go right down, there's some new Vipers here, which we've just been talking about. Viper 1000 vintage black with gold hardware. I'm not going to say it again. No, I probably am actually. You can't go wrong with that. Satin black gold hardware is just mint. I absolutely love it. I also like satin white with gold hardware too. If I had a custom guitar ever, it would probably be satin white, gold hardware, and I'd put the Swampash on the top as well. You know, the grain thing going on. Wow, that'd be a really good guitar actually. I'd probably do that and put all my favourite things all in one. There's a Viper 256 in Olympic white. That looks pretty cool. Could do a pickup covers on, but apart from that, it looks all right. And lose a scratch plate. I'm redesigning all their guitars. Will chuffing kill me. XJ series. This is I've not seen this before. This is Black Blast again. It's got that. Why can't they release an EC with this grainy look on it? You know, this Swampash grainy look. That would be really, really nice. For some reason, they haven't. They're saving them for all the weird models instead of their main models, but I don't know why that is actually. But it looks great. I don't think it's for me. It's a bolt-on and scratch plate again. It's not for me. So what do I think of ESP this year? I think there's 2 or 3 guitars that look really cool. They're playing it quite safe. I think a lot of brands from what we've seen so far are deciding to play it quite safe this year without doing anything too lavish. The only brand that done anything stupidly crazy is Schecter, that released that Razor guitar for that dude that everybody hates. I can't think what is it. Machine Gun Kelly. That's him. Yeah, that guy. Everybody hates him for some reason. Don't know anything about him. I just know that he had a pink Schecter, I think, and now he's got this Razor square thing, which is pretty awful. But it's a concept guitar. You know, it's a whatever. It's just for attention in it, and I think Schecter are just doing it to create attention, and they do. Not seen any Schecters yet. We will definitely be going over them when they are released. But yeah, I think the brands that we've seen so far, Ibanez and ESP, that have released their stuff, are playing it quite safe. ESP, as usual, have released a pretty big, by today's standard, it's quite a broad range, it's quite a big selection. So they aren't playing it too safe that way, but I think the models are actually playing it a bit safe. Anyway, doesn't matter what I think, guys. What do you think? Thanks for joining me in looking at the ESP 2024 models. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the guitars, but I want to know which is your favourite this year. Is it the same one as mine? So I'd probably put it joint, really. The 256 in cream satin, vintage satin, whatever the hell it was. Beautiful. The Creator, what's his name? Petrosa's EC with the Floyd on looked great. Gary Holt guitar looked pretty cool. There was another one that I really liked as well. I can't think which one it was, but yeah, let me know what your favourite guitar is, guys. That's all that matters, and I'll see you all very, very soon.